Ethereum price dragged down below 2K as US inflation hits its highest level since 1991. How does this affect Tron, TRX, Bittorrent, BTT? If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a subscriber, I appreciate you very much. The name of the game is to have views. The name of the game is to give you value and make you feel like you came back away from this video better than before. Same thing if you're new. I'd really appreciate it if you would hit the bell, subscribe, hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel. It helps tremendously with the YouTube algorithm. And, you know, myself personally, I used to in the past get immersed in videos and forget to do those three things that are just free that make all the difference in the world. So if you could do that before you forget, like I used to do, getting immersed in the video, I'd appreciate it. So now, I'm going to get into Ethereum and what's happening there. But before that, I'm going to address something for some people that will remain nameless. Maybe one person, I think, posted about this. Maybe others have thought it but haven't posted. The whole cryptocurrency industry is related. Everything, and you specifically, you know who you are that I'm talking to, is related to one another. So Tron and Bittorrent have everything to do with Bitcoin, altcoins, and the whole infrastructure, because the whole thing is one well-oiled machine, except for the SH*T coins that disappear months or soon after being introduced because they're just simply a farce. So this also is a channel that's more focused. It's focused on cryptocurrency and blockchain, but mostly it's to keep BTT and Tron TRX out there in terms of content being mentioned and looking at innovative, creative, or out-of-the-box ways that these cryptos can act, react, or benefit from certain climate behaviors that the market itself has. So some of the time, unless you bother to watch the whole video and think about what I'm saying, it's not going to be obvious off the cuff what the video is about in terms of where is it going and how do you connect the dots. So I will tell you right now, if you want to discover unique trains of thought that pay off, that are beneficial, that's what this channel is all about. It's about giving you value. And with that, let's go into Ethereum. So I said a couple months ago that Ethereum was going to dip well below 2 into the $1,400 range. It hasn't yet. It's hit below 2. It's starting to happen. And I do believe that Tron will begin to eat Ethereum's lunch in the not too distant future. Now, and of course BitTorrent is interconnected because they have the same owner. Tron, BitTorrent, not Ethereum and BitTorrent, or Ethereum and Tron. So, Ethereum price dragged down below 2K as US inflation hits highest level since 1991. The second largest, well, I mean, you can only, print so much money, right? The second largest cryptocurrency sells off in line with Bitcoin as traders assess the latest US inflation data. So, Ether perhaps had the most bullish outlook entering the July session, with a key technical update dubbed E1P1559 promising. Let me ask you something. How would you like it if Elon Musk teamed up with Justin Sun, Tron, and BitTorrent? What would you do? Do you like the thought of that? Hit the bell, hit the notification, subscribe, hit the like button, comment down below, and share the video if you like the sound of that, because if you think it's insanity and never going to happen, you may just be surprised, because there's a lot of cross-branding going on in the industry, within the industry, and with exterior people not already in the industry. So far into the month, the second largest cryptocurrency by market cap has vastly tailed its top rival, Bitcoin. The positive correlation was visible on July 13th following the New York Bell opening, when Ether plunged below $2,000 to hit its two-week low, in sync with Bitcoin, which slipped below $32,500. Here we have a graph. As we know, there's enough channels doing graphs, we don't do them here. Here's Cointelegraph. you have as the reference for the article if you want to go back and revisit it again on your own. As it happened, the ETH USD exchange rate reached its intraday low of $1,961.10, following a 3.43% drop. The pair's modestly bearish move locked step with Bitcoin, which apprehensively fell as traders assessed the latest U.S. inflation data. The U.S. Consumer Price Index ticked up 0.9% in June to hit 5.4% year over year, marking its highest level since 1991. In all fairness, when they say inflation and comparing to 1991, well, yes, okay, but this is a little bit different. This was a black swan, almost like no other, or not one that we haven't seen at least in about 100 years' time. So traders sold off. What I'm saying is the economy was doing great. Everything was hyper good, awesome, excellent, as good as can be pretty much. And then the black swan hit. So the U.S. Consumer Price Index ticked up a 0.9. Okay, fine. So let's move on. Macro inflation versus Ethereum deflation. In detail, the minutes of the Federal Open Market Committee's June meeting revealed officials in favor of at least 2 rate hikes by the end of 2023, providing the inflation rate runs too hot above their 2% target. The central bank has been maintaining interest rates below 0.25%, which is wow low, way low, wow low, not J low, way low, since March 2020, which sapped investors' dollar demand and in turn had boosted demand for so-called safe haven assets, including Bitcoin. Ether, whose one-year correlation coefficient with Bitcoin stands at 0.64, according to CryptoWatch, surged all across 2020 and in the first quarter of 2021 on similar macroeconomic fundamentals. The cryptocurrency, however, logged better gains than Bitcoin, owing to its role in a flurry of booming crypto sectors, including decentralized finance, non-fungible tokens, NFT, and stablecoins. But the Ethereum network also suffered from technical setbacks in the form of a jammed bandwidth, and a jammed bandwidth is not a good bandwidth, trust me. An overloaded blockchain prompted miners, entities that process and add transactions to Ethereum's public ledger to raise their fees. In some cases, users were forced to pay more gas fees than the amount they were transferring. The problems appear to have come to a final resolution as Ethereum intends to switch its protocol from a miner-friendly but energy-intensive proof of work to a faster and cheaper proof of stake. In detail, the so-called London hard fork, which includes 5 improvement proposals, expects to counter those inefficiencies. One of the improvement protocols, called E1P1559, introduces a new fee structure to make Ether less inflationary. It purposes to burn a portion of the fee collected in ETH, thus adding deflationary pressure on the cryptocurrency. In addition, by the way, you people that are trying to post SPAM on this channel, just know you're going to be hidden, banned, deleted, reported as spam if you pull that nonsense here. And do not send me business proposal emails asking for my Telegram or telling me you have a proposal because you want to work with the channel, because I will never work with you and I will never give out trash as advice, which there's a lot of that happening. You're part of it. Do things ethically. Do not bother with this channel. I'm not interested. Don't need you. I do this channel for fun, and even if I did need you, you would be the last entities that I partner up with. So move along. All right. That also put a good portion of ETH supply out of circulation, making it as scarcer as Bitcoin. For Konstantin Asimov, executive director of CEX.io, rising macro inflation provides more bullish opportunities to Ether as much as it does to Bitcoin. He adds that he anticipates the ETH USD exchange rate to hit 3,000 on an anti-inflation narrative. So, guys, look. Don't expect things to go to the moon every single day. Cryptocurrency, in a sense, when it bulls out, it spoils the hodlers, it spoils everyone that's in the industry and makes them think that there should be 10% and 50% and 1,000% returns happening daily or weekly or every single quarter. Know that you're fortunate enough to be alive at a time where you're in something, really it's still in its infancy stages, and if you're smart and if you can be patient and if you can do the right things, you should be okay if you don't put yourself in a position where you're under duress to sell, as long as you actually buy things that have utility, that are built on something, then that are not smoke and mirrors platforms, basically. So I think a lot of people are really going to be surprised, and I talk about this a lot, at the gaming part, how gaming is going to be huge on the blockchain and how cryptocurrencies are going to surprise with a lot more entertainment value on their structures than people think. Be healthy. Hope you're happy. Nice to see you. I will see you on the next video.